This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Good morning. We are taking a live look outside this morning. Here's what things are looking like along I-5 at Capitol Highway. A light dusting on the side of the road, but nothing sticking to the road so far. Not too far away, here's 2017 at 99 West. Yes, friends, the snow has officially arrived. Bonjour everyone, and thank you for joining us this Sunday. I'm Christelle Kumwe. Let's check in with Keely Chalmers to hear what folks can expect for their forecast. Keely?
Hey, good morning. Yeah, the snow is falling out there, and while it's not sticking in some areas, it certainly is sticking on the roadways in other areas. We've had reports of about an inch in some regions around the metro area, but again, the snow just starting to fall in the Portland area right now, sticking to the ground and the grass, but as you see, not quite sticking to some roadways yet. Let's take you outside. This is our Wells Fargo Skycam, where we are sitting right at freezing, 32 degrees right now, and yes, the snow is falling. It will continue to fall off and on throughout the day today. So we're going to continue to see accumulation. Here's a look at the weather watches and warnings. There you see in purple, that is a winter storm warning, and that stretches from the Coast Range through the valley into the foothills and the Cascades, and that goes until tomorrow at 4 o'clock. We are expecting accumulation here in the metro area, anywhere from about 1 to 3 inches of snow, and that's for the northern Willamette Valley. Models right now showing about 2.1, 2.2 inches here in the metro area. But as you head south, we're going to see those accumulations increase. So 4 to 7 inches possible for the southern Willamette Valley. And of course, as you go into the Coast Range and the Cascades, if you have plans to drive there today, it is a holiday weekend, so probably a lot of driving going on. Expect some nasty winter weather conditions up there in the higher elevations as well. We have snow in the forecast today. We have more snow in our extended forecast as well. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a bit in your full forecast. Christelle?
Thanks for the update, Keely. Now, with that in mind, road crews expect to be very busy over the next week. Many are on standby, ready to handle whatever comes. KGW's Art Edwards found out what their working priorities will be this weekend.
Crews are ready once the snow starts falling. ODOT has called in workers to keep the roads in the best condition possible. When the snow does fall, they'll focus on interstates and the state roads they normally maintain.
We're using all the tools that we always use: sand, de-icer, plows, salt where we need it. And our crews are working 24/7.
In the city of Portland, dozens of Portland Bureau of Transportation workers have answered the call.
Well, we're keeping a very close eye on the forecast and on the weather conditions. We brought in our crews today. We had to cancel holiday vacations for hundreds of essential employees.
The work to keep roads clear has already started.
They've already hit the roads this afternoon. They're going to be driving their designated snow and ice routes, just checking on conditions and keeping an eye on things as we wait to see temperatures drop and precipitation come down.
When the snow falls in Portland, don't expect the plowing to start right away.
We don't plow until we have about an inch of snow on the ground. That's because our plows are metal plows, and if we plow them all the way to the surface of the road, we can actually damage the roadway.
Road crews will do what they can to clear away snow, but drivers need to be prepared, have proper tires or traction devices, and an emergency kit that includes warm clothes, blankets, and even food and water.
The expert advise staying home if possible if the roads get snow covered. If you do have to make it outside, be sure you are comfortable driving in winter conditions. And if you're one of those brave souls heading up to Mount Hood, plan for lots and lots of snow. Winterizing your car is an important step, and you should fill up with gas before leaving. You'll need to have snow tires or chains to get up the mountain. If you haven't put on those chains yet, you should practice before driving out of town. And when you're heading up the mountain, be on the lookout for snow chain areas. If you definitely don't want to pass those and get stuck going up the mountain. Keep some extra blankets and hats in the car. And lastly,
give yourself extra time when you're driving up to the mountain, especially during storm cycles. You know, if everybody's a bit patient, everybody's going to get there in about the same amount of time. And what really makes things dangerous is when people get impatient and they start to pass and they actually start going too fast for the conditions.
Planning ahead also means purchasing your lift tickets or pass before going. That's because during the busy holiday season, there might not be any tickets left when you get there. On this Christmas weekend, the Union Gospel Mission is giving even more holiday meals to the homeless community. As temperatures fall, the mission is opening warming shelters. Those fill up fast. Hot meals is just one of many things the mission provides. It works to give people services to get them off the streets.
Day by day, month by month, that I go out there and outreach, connecting with these people or with them, it's just a big improvement seeing that they're getting off the street, or they want that help, or they want to get into the structure of being stable again and getting off that, just getting out off the street.
Workers we talked with thanked everyone who helped make this holiday meal possible. That includes companies and many of you who donated. At KGW, we've shared many firsthand stories of people living and working through the homeless crisis. Today, we're following up with a Portland mom and harpist who's been working through challenges to find stable housing once again. This stretch above Portland's River Place Marina
Imagine John Lennon
is where Denise Martin often plays her favorite tunes on the harp.
imagining that everyone in Portland would have housing. I was on this bench off and on for a year and a half. This was my bread and butter.
She moved to Portland from Las Vegas, where she also worked as a street musician until COVID shut that city down.
But I went to work for one of the best steakhouses in Portland. Minimum wage. I couldn't make it. I could not dig out of the hole on that. Between gas and food and paying for my son's existence, I couldn't make it.
Even with 2 jobs, she struggled to afford a motel room with her son and sometimes slept in her car. Feeling stuck in the cycle of homelessness, she decided to make a change.
I went to work slinging burgers at Burgerville.
That move made all the difference.
Our generous customers and their tips have allowed me as a minimum wage worker to get off the street.
She's now off the street and renting a room in Southeast Portland.
Have a kitchen and a yard and a living room, and life is good.
But she says she couldn't have done it alone.
The people on the street, on the sidewalk, living in their cars, they're not lazy, they're stuck. And we have, as a village, we have to reach in and help, just like people helped me.
You can still catch her sharing beautiful music on the waterfront.
The difference between then and today is I don't have a sign that says I'm homeless.
And sharing her story.
And I made it from homeless, playing in front of this restaurant on this bench, to having a home. Thank God I have an indoor job today, and I'm just here for fun. As a homeless person, I felt broken, I felt stupid, I felt less than. My self-esteem was in the dirt.
A broken melody with newfound harmony.
Getting into a home, feeling stable, feeling like a real person, not having to apologize for my life, I can't tell you how different I feel.
And a message of hope for others like her.
Beautiful dreamer, I'm dreaming of housing for every person in Portland.
Denise hopes to launch an online fundraiser next month called Harpioke. Think karaoke with a harp. It will help people find a way out of homelessness. Now let's take you outside with a live look at Astoria. We are not seeing any snow for now, but it is a beautiful light Christmas tree. Keely Chalmers is coming up next with our complete Sunday forecast. She'll break down the next 12 hours. But first, the teacher shortage are causing more issues. Coming up in 2 minutes, we'll look at how this is impacting resources for a group of students in need.